So moksha is not this destination. Moksha is not a place you get to. Like liberation is not something that's obtainable. It's something that is a result. And it's a result of living a certain way. So if you have this mindset of, oh, I'm going to obtain moksha, or that's my goal, um, or like it's something to be strived for, it's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and set that, but then don't focus on it. Like, don't focus on, oh, I'm doing this to achieve moksha. Like, whatever you're doing, make it for the the fact that it's gonna, whatever it is that you're, and it's even not so much even about what you're doing, it's about who you're being. You know what I mean? It's more about your identity, not so much what you do, because when you have an identity shift, the things that you do are encompassed within that identity. So it's not so much of striving to become an akh. It's more, I live by the laws of my akh. You know what I'm saying? I which is balance in all things. I live in balance. You know what I'm saying? So as a result of living a certain way, I liberation is the byproduct of that. You know what I'm saying? So focus more on the identity. You know what I mean? Focus more on being one um who lives in the world but is not of the world. That's basically the best way I can put it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about, and I'm gonna make a video about this, right? There doesn't have to be this, like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have the idea of, man, like, all right, if I take this path, like, how am I going to support myself? You know what I'm saying? And that's a responsible thought. But at the same time, the very thought is flawed, because you're separating responsibility from moksha, or from the path of liberation. Like, taking care of your responsibilities is not separate from achieving liberation. Like, taking care of your responsibilities has nothing, actually, I'm sorry, has everything to do with achieving that. Like, back in the times of ancient Kemet, if you were a a, a poor, or somebody, I can't say poor, but if you were somebody who wasn't able to basically take care of themselves and their family, like, you weren't seen as or not even how you're seen, but that's not moksha, that's not liberation. Like, liberation is not ignoring responsibilities, or ignoring the world. You know what I'm saying? Liberation is acknowledging that the world is there, and becoming a master of this physical existence, but not being attached to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not this either or thing. It's not this thing to where it's like, hey, if I pursue this path, then I'll be broke. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a thing of, if I don't pursue this path, then I'll be rich. It's a thing of, they coincide together. Matter of fact, I would dare say that, be like, pursuing a path makes you able to really take care of yourself, because you're acknowledging the parts of you that needs to exist in this environment and exist in this world. You know what I'm saying? So all this to say is that moksha is not this thing that's separate from life. Like, it's not going to take you away from your responsibilities, and it's not meant to. It's meant to help you accept those responsibilities in a certain way, by living a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And it's not once you set that goal, you release it. You know what I'm saying? My first teacher, Master Teacher 33, Will Rogers, told me, gosh, in so many words, create the goal and then release it. You know what I'm saying? Create the goal and then become the person who has already attained that goal. You know what I'm saying? Oh, create the goal and then accept the role. Something along those lines. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? Get out of that mindset of, oh, I have to do that, I have to do so that I can achieve. Like, no. You know what I mean? Like, release that anxiety and just live, you know what I'm saying, by the way that is for the highest good of you and everyone around you. You know what I'm saying? Live in a way to where you're one with the absolute, but also are able to exist in this existence and take care of the responsibilities that you have. And understanding that there's no separation between taking care of those responsibilities and taking care of yourself.